Welcome back. For the first time in at least 20 years, the dog named Best in Show at the National Dog Show is a pug. His name is Vito, and this is just his latest honor. He claimed Best in Breed at the Westminster Dog Show in New York and Best of Breed at the AKC National Show last year. Well, watching the National Dog Show has become a tradition for many families, and there's a lot of work that goes into the spectator sport. We recently had a chance to sit down with a woman from West Michigan about her own experience showing dogs and the obstacles she overcame to continue doing so. Monica Adair is feeling particularly thankful this year.
Good, nice job, girls.
She's poured her heart and soul into training dogs.
Can you sit? Sit, girls, sit.
7-year-old Daisy and 2-year-old Fanny are Kerry Blue Terriers.
So you can see how similar they are.
They're cousins, descended from the first Kerry Blue Adair and her husband Kevin ever bought.
This is a family photo.
Back in 1982.
I got my first show dog when I was 16.
Adair has been showing dogs for over 40 years, but this past summer, she wasn't sure she'd ever be able to step in the ring again. It was a Thursday in July when she woke up feeling strange.
And my husband was like, "Do you have to go to the hospital?" And I said, "No, just go to work, just go to work." By 2 o'clock in the afternoon, I was so dizzy and started vomiting and just felt weird. And about 3 o'clock, he called the ambulance.
After about 45 minutes at the hospital, doctors realized what was happening.
No one was more surprised than I that I had a stroke.
Adair spent 6 days at the hospital before being transferred to Mary Free Bed, where she arrived with a goal.
Her big goal was to get back to doing the dog shows, and she had one that was coming up, just weeks after I had met her.
Ashton Kowalski, along with Adair's other therapists, worked her hard.
We worked on a lot of standing endurance in session and dynamic balance so that when she goes and shows her dogs or does her routine, that she has good balance and endurance throughout.
After about 2 months of outpatient therapy, Adair and her husband loaded up the car and headed to the Montgomery Kennel Club show out in Pennsylvania.
All of my team knew that was my goal, was to get those two in the ring together.
Here are the Kerry Blue Terrier brace team.
It's safe to say Adair achieved that goal, and despite not having been able to train the pups or condition their coats for 2 months, Daisy and Fanny won the Best in Show brace, the highest award in dog showing.
To go Best in Show was just unbelievable. It was really, really amazing to come back from where I was. I couldn't walk. I couldn't use my right hand.
Kowalski says she'll never forget the session when Adair told her what she'd accomplished.
Both of us started crying tears of joy. I feel a little bit choked up right now because our patients really do become like family. And so to see that success and her flourish in that meant the world to me.
Adair says she couldn't have done it without her team at Mary Free Bed, and even on the hard days, she knew she had to fight for her family.
Kevin has cancer, and so we've kind of been, dealing with that. He's stable now, and I don't want him to have the burden of having to take care of them totally.
But even more than that,
I just have too much life to live still. I just think of all the things that I still have to do, and that was the biggest motivator.